Yo, what is good? What is going on? And welcome back to another video. So today it's day 353, days of no fap and semen retention, and I'm just super excited because my smell goods finally came in. So I'll go over those in a moment. But either way, so today, of course, well, I don't know. Today was kind of busy, at least at the airport. Um, flights were a little bit heavier than usual, but of course, it is the weekend, which is when most people travel, anyways. Whether it's just like a quick getaway, business travel, whatever they got going on. But yeah, I had a good day. Just again, I'm always super intentional with my energy, and it was cool because I was having a conversation with my homegirl Michelle, and even she mentioned that she's big on manifestations, right, which is a big thing. But more importantly, she said she's careful with what she sees on social media. So like there's like issues with like certain public figures and so on, and she said she tries her best not to get too caught up in the realm of social media with whether it's like Nicki Minaj and all her controversy, what's her name, Brittany Renner, all of her controversy. She tries to not get caught up in it because it pulls bad energy to her. And I'm like, yo, that's so true. Like, that is so true. Like, and it's crazy too, because like I know a lot of guys who are on NoFap and semen retention. They usually end up mentioning at some point that they've detoxed their social media pages of like the Instagram models and so on. And I'll be honest, I kind of did that, but like I just left it alone only because I like the challenge. Like, and it's crazy because now when I see them, I don't lust after them in that way. I don't feel like this impulse of like, oh my god, look at her. I see her, I'm like, okay, she's cute, all right, fine, whatever. But I don't give their pages like the same attention that I used to. And it's kind of like, damn, like I'm either just completely over it, but at the same time, I'm operating at a frequency where either things serve me or they don't, and also too, I am very mindful of the headlines that I digest, the information I digest. I'm really big on, especially now, like I'm really big on when I see something, and especially when it's like like a video of like a cop killing an innocent person, or just something. I'm really big on, like, I'll take the information in, but I don't just initially react or respond to things, and that translates even into shit, my actual life, in interacting with certain people who are so used to me just reacting to things. They're so used to saying things a certain way, or just knowing my triggers, knowing my buttons, and knowing what kind of response I would give back. And I don't do that anymore. Like, semen retention has truly allowed me and helped me be so disciplined in how I react and respond. I'm so just conscious of, okay, when I do respond, what energy do I want to put towards it? More importantly, how do I want to feel coming out of the situation? So now I find myself in more positions to where it's very rare that you'll hear me say, oh, someone made me feel like this. Now it's, no. Someone tried to make me feel like this, but this is how I responded to it. You see what I'm saying? Like I keep control of my shit at all times, and NoFap and semen retention has really, really helped me do that. Like that, it's been And it's weird because it's not something, and it's really not something people talk about, you know. I don't even know if it's something that people become aware of when they're on this journey, but that's major, you know. And like I said, and I know I've spoken to it, you know, at different times throughout the journey about, you know, not allowing people to push you and sway you and have control over you. But more importantly, yeah, just kind of in the heat of the moment, you know, when you're in the middle of the crossfire, to sustain that level of control through the chaos. Because if you think about it, when people have that much power over you to, like, you know, when they know your triggers and they can get you going like that, you might have a lot of memories of situations and dialogues that you've had with certain people to where when you come out of it, you're like, damn, like how the fuck did all that happen so quickly, you know? Because I mean, it catches you like in an instant, you know. But now, even when things are at least fiery and quick on their end, I have the ability to just take a step back and observe what they're trying to do, because I'm so aware of my feelings, you know. And so now it's like almost like a spidey sense. It's like bing, like, whoa, okay, that's what they're trying to do, okay. And then I just get calm. I get calmer. I talk lower. I'm still very direct, but my tone actually becomes softer. But not from a I'm backing down standpoint, but it's just, you're not gonna cause me to, like, okay, if I do take it up a notch, it's because I've chose to do it and I'm happy with my reaction in that moment. I'm happy with how I'm handling it in that moment because I decided that's how I will respond. You see what I'm saying? Like I like, if it does go up to that level, it's because I chose to do that. But yeah, like when the matter of fact, the harder they go, and they go even harder. They go even harder. Trust me. The more you're like, okay, yeah. They just because they're just waiting for you to just give them that part of you and that control over you that you've always allowed them to have. You feel me? Like, it's like insane. But yeah, like I said, there's a lot of things that go on, and it's funny because, you know, even like the break rooms at work and stuff, people like, hey, you heard about this? I'm like, what? Oh yeah. I mean, even if I did hear about it, I act like I, you know, and then they're like, yeah, man, ain't that fucked up? I'm like, hey, you know, shit happens. And motherfuckers look at me like, yo, he don't give a shit about nothing. It's like, no, I'm not going to put my energy into that. It's not that I don't care. It's not that I don't acknowledge it's a bad situation. It's not that I don't acknowledge the chaos of it, but it's just, look at the mood it's put you in for the entire day. Like, how productive have you really been when you just keep watching this clip on your phone all fucking day? You're reading, I mean, and especially if you follow any of these, you know, the Spiritual Word and Hollywood Unlocked and the Shade Room and, you know, World Star. You know, I mean, if you follow all those pages, like, boom, one person posted, they all posted. So now you're seeing it 5-6 times over. Then they post it on the page, but then they share the video clip and the stories, and it's just, it becomes a lot. It becomes so saturated. Then if you follow the same pages on Facebook, IG, and Twitter, now you've seen it 3 times over. You see what I'm saying? Then you got all your friends sharing the shit and commenting, and like, it's like, yo, it's too much. It is just way too much. But yeah. So aside from that, again, like I said, I'm super excited. So I got 2 fragrances from the house of Dua. So I'm gonna keep it 100. I didn't know shit about Dua. Like I knew nothing about them. Because I'm really not in the realm of colognes or parfums and, you know, fragrances. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm just, like, I haven't worn a cologne since what? I was like 8 years old, Easter at church. You feel me? Like, and that's it. So, of course, as those of you may know, you know, as I've been growing, taking better care of myself. I'm like, you know what? Let me find some smell goods. And I just got lucky, found a spot on Etsy, a merchant that no longer sells on Etsy, but they had this oil because I heard oils were good. And then, of course, I'm looking through the list. I'm like, damn, I can't really sample these, but fuck it. And all I did was order the one that said Tom Ford, right? So of course the shit came in, and it was a little, like a little sticker label thing that you get from a little printing machine at Walmart, and it just said Ode. It said OUDH, and I'm like, the fuck is that? And I remember when I first opened it and I smelled it. It smelled disgusting. I was like, yo, I done bought some shit. Because I ordered that and a vanilla cream. The vanilla I was rocking every day. I said, yeah, yo, this my shit. This my shit. But the one that said OUDH, supposed to be a Tom Ford, I'm like, yo, I can't. It stinks. I'm like, I can't rock that. So finally, when I ran out of the vanilla cream, I put it on me. And I fell in love. Because I later found out from my homegirl Michelle, that fragrance was mimicking Tom Ford's Oud Wood, which is just a really, God, it's amazing. It's an amazing fragrance, but of course, designer bottles are expensive. So in any case, my homegirl Michelle, she's always posting in her stories, all types of colognes, perfumes. I'm talking every day. She's like, oh yeah, this is scent of the day. Well, come to find out, she's a collector. Like, she is a collector of perfumes and fragrances, and she buys from damn near everywhere. She has designer bottles. She has stuff from like Dua brand, genre perfumes, and just a bunch of stuff. So looking at Dua, they are known for making really great replicas of designer fragrances while tweaking different of scents or notes that are in the designer perfumes or colognes, and then of course they come up with different concepts where they put this person's shit and that person's put it together. They have hundreds and hundreds of fragrances. And so I did look up some reviews on YouTube, and there was one that just kept popping up, Casino Elixir, and it's supposed to be a mix of Creed Aventus, which I did get a sample of. Where is it? Is this the one? No, that's the Old Wood. Yeah. I used up most of it already. Yeah, I'm about halfway through this little vial, but I ordered this off of Micro Perfumes because I'm like, I keep hearing about Creed Aventus. Like, the more I look into stuff, the deeper I go, and I start, getting a better feel for what's hot out there. But Creed Aventus, that shit smells amazing. Absolutely amazing. Now, of course, only thing I didn't like about it was that it doesn't sit on me too long, but that's because it's labeled as a fresh cologne, so you get a lot of just a really bright, airy, fruity, scents, and trust me, when you put it on, that shit rocking. But so yeah, with that, I had to put on a little bit more, halfway through my day, but I love it. So in any case, the Casino Elixir is a mix of that and this other one that I haven't tried yet, but I will find some samples of that. I think it's called Baccarat Rouge 540 Extrait or something like that. So apparently they developed their concept series to incorporate both of those. It turns out to be just, it's such a good fragrance. Let me see. Is this the right box? Yes, it is. So yeah, so I'm loving the presentation on it though. It's like a little magnetic door. That joint opens up. Bam! Can you see it? Can you see it? Focus. It won't focus. Bitch, eyes. Let me see. Is it gonna do it? Nope. So either way, this is Casino Elixir. The joint smells, like I said, this thing smells. It smells so good. I'm probably gonna wear this tomorrow. I don't know. Only because, and it was funny because my homegirl, Michelle, she was asking me if I was gonna wear this or their version of Tom Ford's Oud Wood, which is called Bois Oud. Well, I got the Attar version. So this one, if you look at it, it's a darker yellowish because it has far more oils in it. It's at least 50% oil that's in there. But the concentration of it smells so good. Yo, I'm telling you, yo. But this one caught me off guard though. So I'm a little more drawn. Okay, this I explained it to her because she was like, "Yo, which of these two will you consider bae?" Right? And I'm like, I can't really do that only because these both. Okay, this was the very first one I purchased, and then it ended up being sold out within a couple of days, and I think they got more in stock today. But this one I love because that Tom Ford Old Wood fragrance. I even have I have that Old Wood sample as well. But just I'm so hooked on that smell thanks to that Etsy merchant, right? And this, although slightly different, like I fucking love it. Whereas this one caught me off guard because this isn't my usual kind of smell. But like I sprayed this on me earlier today, like around what time was it? I want to say like around 2:30 was when it was delivered, and I sprayed it on. Yeah, like I just did just one quick spray, boom, right here. No lie, like I still smell like pineapples. Like this joint smells like straight like, yo, your boy smell like candy. So I'm real anxious to put this on tomorrow. You know, as I'm walking through the airport, just to see how people respond. Cause this shit's a killer. Like even today with Creative Ventus, you know, I'm noticing as I walk past people like, shit, you know what I mean? Like I see people like, you know, look at this stuff. Of course, I haven't gotten any compliments. It is what it is. I don't care necessarily for that, but I do enjoy just smelling good. Like I can't stand, you know, you ever had them days where like you just kind of catch yourself. You're like, ooh, a little funky today. You know what I mean? But of course, I do hard work. It is what it is. But yeah, no, this casino elixir, like, trust me, if you're on YouTube, you type Dua, D-U-A, literally almost everybody that's done reviews for like their top 10 or top 5, casino elixir is somewhere in there, usually within the top 3. And like everyone's, so I said, I bet, yeah, I need to try that. And it usually is sold out most of the time. But yeah, I think this one was like 55 or 60. I mean, like between 55 and like 70 is like their average prices. The Atar versions of anything is definitely between like 70 and 75. But yeah, I'm just happy I got them, and I did order another one that dropped today, so I'm really excited for that one to come in because it's a signature fragrance by a big YouTube reviewer for Dua. I mean, he does a ton of reviews. His name is Oh So Fresh. Well, sorry, his name is David. The channel is called Oh So Fresh. And oddly enough, you know, finding his stuff, and then I purchased Dua last week on the 10th, and suddenly they dropped this big limited edition bottle with the fragrance that they've been working with him on. So I'm like, yo, that's big. Definitely love seeing it, you know, as a YouTube content creator. Like that's huge. Like that's huge for anybody. You know what I mean? Like imagine, you know, when you're in your realm, in your element, you know, just doing something you love, and then you get your own product from the company that you normally do reviews from. Yo, that's fire. That's fire. Like that is a blessing. Like, and it's crazy too because I know that I've grown because there was such a point in my life where I'd be jealous of somebody like that. You know what I mean? I'd be like, damn, yo, like look, oh, he get all this shit and da da da. But it's like, nah, like when you are secure in who you are, there is just such tremendous beauty in just knowing how to be happy for other people. You're not comparing. You don't feel less than. You're just like, damn, yo, you really did that shit. That's what's up. Like you. It's almost as if you accomplished it with them. You feel me? Because like I said, like for me, like when they were talking about it in the group on Facebook, I'm like, oh yeah, Also Fresh. I'm like, oh wait, Also. I say, yo, that he got his own fragrance now. Yo, that's fire. That's fire. You know, and then even just dropped a couple comments on his videos, and you know, dropped a couple things in the chat on Facebook. But it's like, yeah, like how why hate on that? You know what I mean? Like find what works for you and build on that. Shit, why not? You feel me? But yeah, I'm truth is I know I'm gonna pick one of these, but I'm probably really gonna pick the Casino Elixir. Yo, that pineapple smell. Oh my god. That shit is incredible. Dua. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. I kind of been yapping for a minute. But as always, guys, all right, we show gratitude to the universe and to God because we are grateful for the life that we have. And it's so we can manifest the life that we want and deserve, all right? So as always, guys, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And we'll definitely do it again tomorrow. Peace.